Hi petals, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new here, and welcome to your timeless soul alignment session. My name is Aura Rose. I am an energy intuitive, a divine light channel, and a soul activator. And on this channel we dive deep, we tap into the alignment codes, the activation frequencies to assist you along your soul path and a life journey, to bring through the downloads and any confirmations, guidance, supports and insights that want to find you for your highest good, for your path. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in whenever it is that you are tapping into this timeless session. So the download that I have received at this time is that you will be rewarded for trusting in the process. This is a timeline of the void coming through here that I'm really feeling and tapping into here. And I received this message that when once you scrambled, now you surrender. When once you scrambled, now you surrender. So you are dealing with things, responding to things, reacting to situations in a different way, especially if they were tumultuous or took you off guard in some way unexpected. You may have scrambled to try and be the fixer, to fix something, to help or to assist, and now you just surrender. Okay, when once you scrambled, now you surrender. You allow the divine to take over, to come through, to interject. And I'm actually hearing divine interlude. And I really feel like this is connected to the previous soul alignment session, which often happens in these sessions. There's often a thread that weaves its way through. And in the previous soul alignment session, we had this very powerful message towards the end of the session about divine intervention. And so the divine really has been intervening, intercepting into your situation, into your life path, your spiritual journey, your soul path. And this is why you've been moving through this timeline of the void. Maybe this has been happening recently for you in the recent past. Maybe you're experiencing this right now, or maybe you're just entering this timeline of the void here. I'm seeing the Tower card in my mind's eye, so something about a restructuring coming through, something about a crumbling, a divine crumbling I'm hearing, divine interjection, okay, divine intervention is helping to shift something, to realign something, and as we said, you will be rewarded for trusting in the process. This is an energy here of introspection coming through, and I feel like introspection is really going to serve you at this time to process, to unravel, okay, to unpick something, to receive something. Maybe you've been guided to go within more recently, to journal, to meditate more, to reflect. I'm seeing someone sitting on a porch with a cup of tea, just observing the horizon, observing the sunset or the sunrise, observing the butterflies, the insects, the animals that pass you by, okay? So this really is this reframing, this new way of seeing something. And when we have a cup of tea, that is a time for relaxation. It's a time to calm the nervous system. And this is also an energy of choices, options opening up for you. So through this timeline of the void, through this process of trusting, you will be rewarded with new choices and new options opening up for you. Where once you saw a dead end or a roadblock, there will all of a sudden be some sort of expansive possibility, expanded opportunity. Maybe this is a redirection, maybe this is a rerouting, or maybe this is just a reframing, okay? Repicturing something in a new way. And I'm feeling this energy of seeing the lighter side in things, and I'm hearing the message from tears to laughter, from tears to laughter. So this is seeing the lighter side of a situation, trying to tap into the humorous energy of any given moment. And I know that's not easy, especially when it feels like things are just not going our way. But truthfully, the more we try to cling on, the more we try to control, the more resistance we create. And that makes our nervous system spark up, be on edge. And that can have many different impacts on our life, on our well-being, on our path. And so I feel like now, as we said, where once you scrambled, you now surrender. From tears to laughter, seeing the lighter side in a situation. And this is not diminishing whatever it is that you are experiencing, right? If you're going through something very difficult right now, very challenging, I'm sending you so much love, okay? This isn't overriding or spiritually bypassing your experience whatsoever. But this is this energy, this frequency that Spirit is bringing through here to help to shift the energy. So the animals that wanted to come through in this space today are the beautiful and powerful, intriguing lizard and crocodile. And so when these animal guides came through, I was feeling this ancient energy coming through, the lizard and crocodile, like this ancient energy that almost kind of like stems back to like the prehistoric ages. Something that has been on earth for some time. This is an ancient remembrance. Wow. Again, linked to the previous soul alignment session. I'll drop that as always in the description box for you to go and check out after this session or whenever it aligns for you. Also, the fox is coming through here, and the fox is bringing through this frequency of adaptation. So maybe you're being challenged to adapt to something, and it's bringing me to how we have two different types of foxes in the UK. We have the country foxes that reside in the countryside, and then we have the urban foxes that reside in the cities, okay? And the city foxes once had to adapt from being the country foxes, okay, to adapt to the humans taking over, essentially, to taking up their space, their environment, their habitat. And so there's something here about adaptation and the fox helping you to do this. And so if you're being challenged to adapt, if something has come in and overrid your safety, your comfort zone, know that you are being supported with either adapting to this or shifting your energy, shifting your direction, shifting your focus. The heart chakra is also significant here. I feel like this is a heart chakra opening that's coming through. Plants are very connected to you right now. There could be certain plants that are helping you with your heart chakra. Almost like a heart chakra communication between you and the plants. So if you have any plants in your home, or if you go on a walk in nature, and you almost kind of like stand near a plant and just visualize energy coming from your heart chakra. There's a connection here that is coming through. And in return, the plant is giving something back to you. Wow, that's so beautiful. I was also seeing a castle as well. And this is this representation of a solid structure. And sometimes something needs to be rebuilt to fortify it stronger. Okay, so you're fortifying something at this time. This is really intriguing. And I'm interested to dive deeper into the cards and to see what messages are wanting to come through and to see if these energies are wanting to elaborate further. So let's tap in, let's explore. Let's bring through any new alignment codes and activations that are wanting to find you at this time. And just as a side note as well, guys, I have recently started up a new series on the channel for soul activation sessions. And these are intended to be shorter sessions, but still incredibly powerful to help to bring through the activations that you are needing at the time that you discover the session. So I have created a playlist on the channel. They do have different styled thumbnails. So a lot of my community have actually been missing these sessions, not realizing that they are created by me. So feel welcome to have a look on my channel and acquaint yourself with these new activation sessions and the new artwork and thumbnails that actually have really high frequency energy and activation codes within them as well. So remember, my loves, that my sessions and readings and messages are not for predictions. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you what is going to happen. My sessions are alignment coded activations to help you along your soul path and your life journey. Remember to take only what resonates for you and your personal situation and lovingly leave the rest. Never force anything to fit. Okie dokie, let's tap in. What guidance, support, messages, alignment codes, frequency activations are wanting to come through for this collective at this time, whenever it is they are tuning into this session? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Forbidden Forest with bravery, persistence, and redemption. We've got the number 35 coming through here, or the number 8. This really reminds me of you standing in front of some sort of cosmic portal here, okay? The message on this picture here says that you are so brave to keep on going the way that you do. And this is really in alignment with the pre-download energy, right? That you will be rewarded for trusting in the process. This is a timeline of the void. You're about to step into this new energy, this new frequency, this new chapter that I feel is going to be very expansive for you here. But I feel like it's going to take some bravery to step through into this, okay? You've been persisting with something, and something is now coming through for you as a result of this. This is linked to the reward for trusting, the reward for being brave, for being persistent. Even after challenge, obstacle after obstacle, you still continued to move forward. You still continued to believe in yourself one way or another. And this is going to be rewarded for you. I love this. What else wants to come through? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have emotions coming through here with alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. Yes, this is about honoring the flow of all the emotions. You could be seeing a lot of moons at this time, a lot of stars. You could be seeing a lot of spirals as well. There's something about your eyes, there's something about your vision, there's something about honoring your vision, alchemizing fear, alchemizing pain, alchemizing difficulties into your wins, into your breakthroughs. There's something here that you have been processing, and your sensitivity has been repeatedly showing you how strong you actually are and how your sensitivity is your strength. I feel like you're very energetically sensitive, and this is mirrored in your emotions. So you pick up on energies very powerfully. If we wanted to label it, this is major empath energy coming through here. This is major empath energy. Some people say that everyone is an empath. I don't necessarily believe that that is so, because yes, whilst most of humans have empathy, not all humans, but most humans have empathy, not everyone is an empath, because an empath feels things on such a deeper level than what we would class as the norm of empathy, okay? If you are an empath, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You absolutely know what I'm talking about. And so there's something here about your emotions showing you something. And by allowing yourself to feel whatever emotion is coming through for you, this is helping you to not only process, but to alchemize, to restructure. I'm hearing reconstitute some energy, okay? You are an energy alchemist, okay? You can take energies through the portal of the emotional body. and you can shift it into your magic gold, into your potion of potential. Wow, this is really gorgeous energy here. I do feel like your third eye is also activating, and the third eye did come through in the previous soul alignment session. So there's a major activation in your vision. You're going to be seeing something differently. You're going to be seeing something that you didn't see before, something being shown to you, revealed to you. This could be in your dreams, this could be a meditation, this could just be an epiphany, this could just be something that you're now seeing, maybe about a person, about a situation, about a memory, about yourself, about your potential that you didn't quite see before. And this is the divine interlude. This is the divine interjection, the divine intervention here. And maybe with a Tower card that I was being shown, this vision could be quite destabilizing. Maybe it takes you off balance a little bit, but just know that you were meant to see this in the timing that you were shown it. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else wants to come through in the cards. We have Sweet Oblivion with uncertainty, fate, and humour. It's okay, I don't know what I'm doing either. Interesting. And we've got that tea there as well, that mug of tea coming through. Wow, because I was being shown a vision of you on a porch drinking tea. Interesting. And we have Memento Mori. Okay, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Life, presence, and depth. The meaning is in the middle. Yes, the meaning is in the middle. The meaning is in the void. The meaning is in the space in between. The space in between two chapters, two timelines, two aspects of yourself, who you are in the process of letting go, who you are in the process of releasing, and who you are in the process of becoming, transforming into. So you're in this energy of the in-between right now. The meaning is in the middle, and there's something within this void process that you need to see, that you need to realize. Remember, you will be rewarded for trusting in the process. This is a timeline of the void. So by you surrendering to this void, instead of scrambling to try and control it, to push back from it, to resist it, there's something that you're going to see in this moment. There's a gift that you will receive. There's a vision. There's an emotion that will purge through, that you will be processing. And now this is allowing you to overcome the fear of uncertainty. I have no idea where this is taking me and I am terrified. What if this doesn't work out? What if this is not meant to be? What if I will fall on my face? What if I'm not supported? But what if you are? Because you are supported, you are guided. And this fear is a very primal instinct, right? It's very human. And it's something that we should honour, because it's a part of this human experience. It's normal, it's natural. It's not something that we should berate ourselves for, beat ourselves up over. Fear is normal, but that doesn't mean that we have to feel it all of the time. This doesn't mean that this has to be a part of our story, our program, because that's all essentially what it is. It's ancestral. Again, with that ancient energy from the lizard crocodile, I was getting that prehistoric energy. Almost kind of like from the beginning of creation, this fear of failure, this fear of not being protected, this fear of being vulnerable, this fear of being exposed. You have been processing these ancient remembrance codes of the fear pattern, the fear template, and you have been working to move through this, to move beyond this, even if it felt uncertain, even if you had no idea that this would work out for you. You're about to see your fear turn into faith in a whole new way. You're someone who is incredibly deep. Your life path has been deep. It's held a certain depth of frequency, and this has been for a purpose. It's because your mission, your purpose is no small feat. It's nothing to underestimate. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else wants to come through in the cards. We have the mind, inspiration, mood, and cycle. Give it to the mind and it gives back. Okay. I am just going to cover this up just in case. I mean, it does have little daisies there, but you know, we are on YouTube and you can never be too careful here. Okay, so we're just going to cover that up with a beautiful rhodonite crystal. Okay, so rhodonite could be significant here. That is to do with the heart chakra. So I feel like you're healing an emotion through your heart chakra and vice versa. And we have the awakened dead with resilience, nirvana, self-appreciation. Yeah, the things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. Oh my gosh, wow. Let that land for a moment. The things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. Yeah, this is an awakening here. The awakened dead. We've got a skull there as well coming through. You've been moving through this major process of release, of letting go. I really feel like over the next coming year, you're really going to transform into something completely different. Someone completely different than you are now in a really good way. This is an elevation energy coming through. You are such a resilient soul. And I feel like a part of your purpose here is to be an inspiration to others. So whether you realize it or not, there are other people that look up to you as a source of inspiration. Whether it's challenges, adversities that you've been through, or whether it's your gifts, abilities that you are showcasing, or that you are just exploring and honoring along your life path, you are a source of inspiration. And I feel like you help people with motivation to get through. Your mind is also very active here. Your crown is activating. And I feel like you are also becoming anew in the mind. The way that you see things, the way that you think, overthinking is being calmed down. There's a peace coming through here. There's more self-appreciation for who you are now. There's more kindness and compassion to the self. And you had to go through certain cycles to get you to where you are now. And there's more cycles ahead of you to get you to where you are meant to be. So there are more transformations coming through for you. There are more awakenings, but of course this is completely normal, especially when we're on the spiritual path. We're always going through stages of awakening, stages of transformation. But this is what you signed up for. This is what you came here to do, to embody. They're asking me to have a look on the number of this card. Yeah, we have the number 16. What is the number 16 in the tarot? It's the Tower card. Wow. And that is the card that I was seeing in my mind's eye at the beginning of this session. There's also something here about the throat chakra. It's almost like you're here to communicate what you see, or there's some sort of communication through your vision. But you might not want to process this, or this could be uncomfortable for you. But this is leading to your awakening. Remember, the things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. You have been incredibly brave, incredibly persistent with something here, and this is what will get you through. Don't allow your mind to work against you. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. Try to rein in your mind, your thoughts. Give it to source, give it to your higher power, give it to the divine, your higher self. They're helping you to come up from underneath the surface of something here, to traverse this void timeline in a way that you are aligning with who you are meant to be. But this is sometimes an often uncomfortable process, but you're absolutely supported through this. Let's see what animal guide wants to come through to assist in this awakening. And again, the awakened dead, there's something from the past that you may be bringing through Again, this is linked to the previous soul alignment session, and this has a code of abundance attached to it, I'm hearing. So this could be your reward, receiving some sort of abundance or code of abundance. I keep hearing that. So trust in the process. Trust in the process. Stay resilient. Reaching nirvana. This is where you're getting to. You're going to see things so much differently, so much more clearly. It's almost like there's going to be stars in your vision, stars in your eyes, I'm hearing. Wow. Let's see what animal guide wants to come through to help us through this alchemy process, this uncertainty, this void, this awakening. We have the shark with instinct. Wow. And again, the shark has this ancient prehistoric energy to it. You have major instinct that is supporting you here. We have the number 10 on the shark or the number 1. So there is something here that you're being guided to close out, but this is taking you into this void. And maybe this has already happened for some of you here. It's taken you into this void of uncertainty, and this may bring up to the surface fear, especially with this shark. Many people fear sharks, okay? We wouldn't just dive into the ocean with a great white shark, okay? This is why people go down in cages, so that they're protected, so that they're not attacked. And maybe this is a fear of yours, a fear of being attacked. And this is linked to a past life with the awakened dead. This is a program, this is a fear, this is a template that has followed you through into this life. Maybe you were persecuted in the past, whether it's this life or in a previous life. You were attacked in some way, maybe for a gift, maybe for an opinion, maybe just by being who you are, for whatever reason. And so I feel like now your instincts are kicking in. And it's safe to trust your instincts, but also not to fall victim to those ingrained template instincts that are actually no longer serving you. So we can have a template of fear that I shouldn't do this because I will be attacked for this. I will be ridiculed for this. I will be persecuted for this. But in actual fact, it's an outdated template. Yes, maybe that happened in the past, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen now. And so this is balancing the instinct, the template of the instinct with your intuition, with your inner knowing, your third eye, your heart chakra. Something is clearing here with this fear template that is now making room for freedom, I'm hearing. Wow. What else do we have? We have rain. Yes, this is perfect. Cleansing, purification, hydration coming through. White lilies could be significant here, okay? There could be a special message in the symbolism of the white lily. If anyone wants to drop that in the comment section, that would be really good to maybe bring through some more codes and messages for us. I feel like this is an enlightened energy. This is a source frequency coming through here, a divine frequency. You've been moving through this process of cleansing, of purification. And we have roots, healthy patterns, and early growth. Yes. This is beautiful. So there's something new that you are rooting down. But I also feel this roots energy again. We've got more skulls coming through. Okay. And these two decks are by different creators. So there's no coincidence in that. The skulls can represent the death and rebirth process. It can even be like ancestral, I'm feeling here. Past life energy, old versions of self, awakening process here. We've got mushrooms on the top here, which could be symbolic for you as well. Healthy patterns, exactly. There was some sort of template here linked to fear that whilst once kept you safe, now no longer serves you. So we're reprogramming that into a more healthy pattern for you now moving forward. And this is why we got that message, when once you scrambled, you now surrender. This is a new way of reacting. This is a new way of responding. And you're being assisted to cleanse and purify those templates, any contracts that have bound you to staying hidden, staying small, staying quiet. This is your time now to speak up. Remember that throat chakra where earlier my voice kind of cracked a little bit. It's like this veil, this contract, this template of staying quiet is dissolving. Potion, invigoration, empowerment, exactly. You're claiming your potion, invigoration, empowerment. It's like when once you were stifled, you were diminished, you are now activated, you are now strong, you are now potent. There's something about your frequency that's very potent. Your energy is highly potent. Wow. And I feel like you're the one to do this, okay? And I feel like through this, you're going to liberate even ancestors, people in your family. They're going to remember, look up to you with inspiration, and may even want to follow in your footsteps as well. Especially if you have children or younger people in the family. They're going to want to follow you, follow your footsteps. I just keep hearing that. This could be some sort of legacy that you're leaving behind here as well. Something is growing here. Something is blooming. We have the King of Wands coming through here to support you as well. Wow. This is beautiful. We've got this gorgeous ginger orange cat coming through here. So ginger cats, orange cats could be significant. The King of Wands is an archetype of someone who is very positive, someone who's very adventurous. They have strong stamina, determination, especially when it comes to pursuing their goals. And it's interesting that we've got this King of Wands and he's pointing to the earth on a map. And so there's some sort of earthly plan here that is coming through. Something that you came here to experience, to ground down, to root down. And I feel like your confidence is rising through this resilience, through this awakening process. The things that were sent to almost kind of like destroy you are the things that are actually activating you. The things that are actually bringing you confidence. You're standing up and you're facing fear in the face and you're saying, I'm going to do this anyway. I'm here to be successful. I'm here to be seen. So this is you being seen, and this is you not being afraid to make moves, to change course, to change direction. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Wands. This is that energy. When once you scrambled, now you surrender. Too many cooks energy coming through here, right? They're fighting, they're bickering, not realizing that the cauldron is spilling over and things are setting on fire. So maybe once this was an energy that you were in, setting things on fire, energetically speaking, overreacting at times, no judgment, right? We've all been there. It's completely normal. We're human. But I feel like you've evolved from this now. You're not getting involved in this, whether it's bickering with others, whether it's bickering with yourself, with your own mind. And you're taking back your power. You're reacting, you're responding differently. You're surrendering. And this is opening something new up for you. There's a plan here that you have in place. There's something that you're writing up. There's something that you're getting ready to embark on. A new journey, a new chapter, a new idea, a new passion, a new goal. And this is a part of the resurgence coming up for you. So let's see what final alignment code wants to be anchored into this space today. This void. Ooh, okay. Well, we've already got a card that's flipping through. Let's see what this says. we have the rose garden. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Yes, the rose garden. You're building a garden. You're crafting a garden here. You're building something beautiful. You're believing in yourself now. You're forgiving yourself for maybe not doing it sooner, for not having faith in yourself sooner. Whatever this forgiveness is, you're being gentle with yourself now. Remember, you're not fighting with yourself anymore. You're not bickering. You're not challenging yourself. You're not challenging your purpose. You're just surrendering. Look what we have, bottom of the deck. Open, say yes. Expand through the extremes. Trust life. Exactly. You will be rewarded for trusting in the process. This is gorgeous energy coming through here. You're remaining open to learning something from your experiences, learning something from a challenge that you've recently been through or you're going through right now, whenever it is you're tuning into this. There's a beautiful innocence to you. You're very connected to your inner child. And so as you move forward now, you've got this beautiful King of Wands energy supporting you. But we're balancing this out with this nurturing frequency. Instead of in the past, moving through with something, burning yourself out, overdoing, overgiving, overextending, you're now balancing this out here by giving more to yourself. And this will be the key for you. This will be the shift for you. Gorgeous. So let's tap into the guidebook here for the Rose Garden card. Let's see what final alignment codes and activations, guidance and support wants to find you at this time. You are holy and whole. You are innocent and innately good. You are wholly welcome here. You never got kicked out of the garden. None of us did. This card delivers a message of welcomeness, of returning to our innocence. If you feel as if you've done something wrong without knowing what you've done, if you feel ashamed about hurting someone, if you are finding it hard to forgive yourself, this card is gently calling you to release any shame, judgment, or bad feelings. To do what you need to do, to let go and make amends. To remember that you are human, and as a human you are here to learn and grow, and so is everyone else. You are not broken, you never were. You are a work in progress, we all are. You are learning and unlearning, we all are. Be gentle with yourself and in turn be gentle with others. Return to your humanity, your humanness. Remember that you were never perfect and being human isn't about perfection. Grow and learn, but do it softly. You have goodness in you, remember that. Cherish that, and cherish that in others too. We are all doing the best we can. When we learn, we can choose to do something new, commit to learning and doing better each and every day. This is what it means to be human. To embrace our humanness. Without it, we deny the shadow. And it's through facing the shadow without defense that we can learn and grow. Embrace your humanity, and you will find it easier to embrace others and the whole world. Yes. This is a really beautiful energy here, and I love that this card literally just flew out of the deck. It was meant to be. This message was meant to be. And I do feel like it's connected to this Five of Wands here that we saw on the bottom of the deck. This talks about chaos, disagreement, clashing of egos, struggle. And so maybe this is what you have been experiencing. And Spirit Source, your higher self, the divine, is asking you, maybe even challenging you, because sometimes this can be a challenge, right? To respond in a different way. Maybe you don't even respond at all. Allow someone to flap in their own energy. You don't need to be brought into the flapping. You don't need to be brought into the scrambling, the bickering. It really doesn't matter. You're rising above this by recognizing that you're human. And if you feel triggered, if you feel pulled into the chaos, into the drama, it's about recognizing that and asking yourself, do I need to just take a step back? Is it best for me and everyone involved if I just take a step back? And don't be hard on yourself. You know, you are human, we're all human, we have these human experiences. And although we're on a spiritual journey, none of us are perfect. If anyone tells you or makes you feel like they're perfect, they're lying. They're not perfect, okay? We're all in this together. And that's what I always tell my community, my petals, my clients alike. We're all in this together. I'm no different than you, okay? Just because I've got a channel, just because, you know, I channel through energies from source and spirit and guidance, it doesn't mean that I know better than anyone, okay? We're all connected. We're all one. We're all in this together. So forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Remember, we're all learning. This is a learning process. And sometimes we have to learn the same lesson again and again until we finally get it, until we finally understand it. So be gentle with yourself, but remember, you will be rewarded for trusting in the process. This is a timeline of the void. When once you scrambled, now you surrender. You trust. You're seeing the lighter side from tears to laughter. You're flipping the script. You're changing your response. You're choosing to focus on you. You're choosing not to overthink, not to talk yourself out of your destiny, your purpose, your mission. So this has been such a gorgeous session today, my loves. It's been an honor and a blessing to tap into these energies for you. And I'm super excited to hear what you have to say in the comments, how this session has spoken to you, resonated for you and activated you. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful positive energy exchanges via your thumbs ups, via your comments, via your subscribes, sharing my channel and sessions with your friends and loved ones, or even on social media as well. That is so appreciated. And for your hypes, your donations, and for booking personal sessions with me. Let me tell you, you truly make a difference. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's see what emojis we can drop in the comments today to claim this energy. I feel like let's drop some eye emojis. Let's drop a teacup or teapot emoji. Let's drop a shark emoji, a skull emoji, or a earth emoji, or a rose emoji in the comment section. If this has been your session today, if you've resonated with this session, or if you would like to claim this beautiful energy of rising above. The energy that it's okay to not know what you're doing or where you are going, but you're trusting in your vision. You're trusting in your intuition. Overriding the instinct of fear, to shy away, to close your heart, to close your throat chakra, to not be seen, to not be heard. To activate those healthy patterns that bring through your inspiration. To be an inspired leader. To be someone who is resilient, tapping into the frequency of nirvana. Activating this frequency of going with the flow, of surrendering instead of scrambling, trusting in the process, and being gentle with yourself. And please let me know in the comments how this session has resonated for you. How has it spoken to you? I always love to catch up with you, to read your comments, to see what it is that you have to say. Thank you so much for all of your support of each other, of myself, and of this channel and beautiful blossoming and blooming community. To read your comments and your messages, your interactions with one another is so beautiful to see, and I'm truly proud of you. So thank you for making this beautiful space what it is today. If you would like to dive into a personally calibrated session with myself, you'll be able to find my website in the description box, along with all the information to book with me directly there. Please remember to check the little banner right at the header of my page. That will always give you an update on my current personal session status and availability. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for you. Thank you for trusting in yourself, for being gentle with yourself, for knowing that this is a learning process. So do not be hard on yourself. You're doing the very best you can in this moment, and that is enough. And I'm wishing you all the best, my loves. I'm sending you so much love. Take care.